What's up? 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 What's up, guys? You are now tuned in to Convos in the Cave. I am your host, Mel, speaking. Remember, click that like, comment, subscribe button on the way in. Click that like, comment, subscribe button on the way in. All right. So today's conversation, guys. Today's conversation, man. You all know what we came here for, man. We're gonna talk about this Eazy the Block Captain, this Miss Hustle, this J2, this TBL event that's going down on October 11th called the Exodus. We definitely gonna get into the discrepancies of this battle, and J2 has been speaking about the situation. Miss Hustle also is one of the ones who's been speaking about this situation. So if you guys have been living under a rock, Eazy the Block Captain, the rumor has it that Eazy the Block Captain got J2 and Miss Hustle kicked off the card, right? He got them kicked off the card, and they call him all types of names, right? So the battle rap culture is in a frenzy. Everybody's talking about this event. But before we get into everything, I'm going to let you know I have Eazy the Block response. We're going to go through his response, and we're going to come back with some commentary. I'm going to sum this up as short and concise as possible. If you guys are looking for all of the details, you got to surf the internet, got to surf Twitter, you got to surf YouTube, put in Eazy the Block Captain TBL, Miss Hustle, J2, and you get all the information that you need. I just want to speak up on what Eazy the Block has been responding to, and we're going to elaborate on some of the things, and we're going to speak how I feel. So, guys, this TBL event that's going down, it consists of Eazy the Block Captain versus Twerk, right? And Miss Hustle versus Loso, and J2 versus the Saga, right? That was supposed to go down on October 11th, but apparently Miss Hustle beef with Remy Ma, and Eazy the Block Captain's beef with J2, and being that J2 is close friends with Eazy the Block ex-girlfriend, Hurricane Dew. So it's been some turmoil for a long time, and it's been beef brewing for a long time. So, Eazy the Block Captain is the main event on this Exodus card, and he got them kicked off, right? Rightfully so on his behalf. So I'm going to go through some of the things that he said in his response. So to combat that, J2 and Miss Hustle was online calling Eazy the Block Captain all kinds of names, and Miss Hustle was saying Eazy knew about her being on the card, and he kind of taking food out of people's pockets, and J2 felt the same way, calling him a B, and all these curse words that he's using. So here's Eazy the Block Captain to elaborate on the story. So we're gonna get into this, and then we're going to come back with some commentary. Remember, like, comment, subscribe, guys. You're now tuned in to Convos in the Cave. I'm your host, Mel, speaking, on the road to 2,000 subscribers. Share the video so we can get going. Let's get it. Eazy is on you, baby.
Start from the beginning. All right, so
let me know if y'all can hear this in the comments, guys.
In Twerk, right, was probably booked about 2.5 months ago, if y'all don't know. We were supposed to be on the Murder Mook and Hitman card. That's what my original contract is for, if y'all didn't know that. My original battle with New Jersey Twerk was supposed to be the co-main event to Hitman and Mook. Originally.
So I want to stop that right there, because Miss Hustle is online speaking to this fact, saying that they spoke to Miss Hustle 2 months ago. So to be quite honest, I think Miss Hustle was on the right track, and she had a valid statement when she was saying they spoke about this Eazy card 2 months ago, and it was the Murder Mook card. So I don't know where the miscommunication transpired, but the timeline of this situation, Miss Hustle is accurate on. So we're gonna continue.
That's what my contract is. Right? Twerk got an opportunity to battle Lux. They called me, and one of my gripes with it was like, yo, I think me and Twerk is a main event, but since we're negotiating and I don't have to carry the card, we can negotiate as being co-main event. And you know what I mean? Like that. That's cool. So when I got the call that, that we was moving the battle, I was okay with it. I got, compensated very well. I'm really not no hater. I want old boy to go grab his money and give me his opportunity. It doesn't really serve me, nothing to be standing on. Like, no, we have to battle that day. Plus, you already know that battle was a main event battle, so I had no arguments with that. As far as TBL in the business, up to this point of we had great business. As far as what I wanted, I got what I wanted, and the things that I couldn't get was compensated on other ends. So as far as that, right, I'm okay with it as far as that. Now, if y'all following me, when if we're gonna be and me and Twerk is gonna be on the Hitman and Moot card, just follow me for a second. Do I have to worry about people that we don't really like being on that card? Y'all know that that battle wasn't, y'all know the card to that battle, so y'all know that we wouldn't even have had to talk about that at all, right? So the battle gets moved to this date here. Everybody's cool with it. Myself is um I never asked who was gonna be on the card, right? So I'm gonna give y'all two things. I'm gonna take accountability for certain things, and then I'm gonna correct certain things. So
Right.
myself, Easy the Block Captain, besides Snake Eyes and Rex, I never asked who was gonna be on the card, right? I didn't ask
All
that.
right.
Now, I'm under the assumption that the culture knows what the culture is going on. I be in the headlines a lot of times. People that talk about me, be in the headlines talking about me. So at the end of the day, I don't feel personally that I gotta tell you that certain people be disrespecting me.
So for those who don't know, that he's referring to the Remy Ma's beef with Miss Hustle. Obviously, Remy Ma is his girlfriend, and Miss Hustle was on the card. So of course, we are only to assume that if there's any static between Easy the Block Captain and Miss Hustle, being that she's has beef with Remy, of course this is inevitable of Easy not wanting her on the same card as him. And we all know with the Hurricane Dew situation that Hurricane Dew is close friends with J2, and they Easy and J2 is on Twitter's back and forth disrespecting each other for whatever reasons. I guess I'm assuming because, of course, we all know that the gossip allegedly Easy the Block supposedly had put hands on Hurricane Dew. So that's their beef that they have, and this is what he's referring to. So he's saying that if I'm on the car with these people and you guys know that I have beef with them, like why would I want to be in the same building as them? That's what he's ultimately saying.
I never said X, Y, and Z. That's not what I do. Yo, can't be on the card. I feel like you have to take, your situation and understand what's the temperature in the culture, right? So I found out who was on the card. So let me back it up. So before the twerk battle got announced, right, got signed, they did call me and they asked me how did I feel about a battle about with Miss Hustle, right? That was the first original call that I got about a battle with Miss Hustle. As y'all know, my fans know, everybody the culture know. Y'all know it was a no, right? Y'all know it was a no from
So
things
there
that
you
I
have
feel
it.
like I don't have to explain. Y'all understand why I said no, right? I don't feel like I gotta explain it. I don't need
It's
to explain it. Like
self-explanatory with the beef.
what do it need to be explained? Right? I said no. Yeah, I mean like that. So another call, I'm saying, got asked about the same thing. I said basically it was a no, bro. It was a no. It was just like, yo, it's
And
not
that's
happening.
obviously the
There's a
J2
lot of
situation.
things in the background that has happened that I don't want the battle. I'm okay. Like that's what I'm saying. Like it's cool. I'm saying we not want the battle. So that's when the twerk battle, happened. And I said, originally, I said no to twerk as well. You know what I'm saying? Like that. But eventually, the bread was enough. I said, yeah, right? So, you know what I'm saying? Like that. So now we're battled as far as that. So, what's the misunderstanding is this, and this is where everybody wants to say. I talked to the league owner today because it's a lot of things in the background that I got that was like, it's not true. So the league owner says that he told me that Hustle was on a card, or I said that Hustle was allowed to be on a card or whatever. That's 100% false. I didn't even know that Hustle was on this card until y'all knew.
So that debunks.
I didn't know. When they dropped the flyer was the first time I knew.
So that's him responding to Miss Hustle saying that Eazy knew 2 months ago. So he's saying he didn't know. So that debunks that whole conversation, that topic that Miss Hustle is trying to narrate on social medias.
It was the first time. Nobody called me and said, yo, Hustle's on the card. The sassy commander ball's on the card. Nobody said that to me. So I figured I found out
commander,
the same way
J2,
that
I'm pretty sure y'all know that.
I wasn't on the phone with nobody. I wasn't on the phone with Hustle, and we said she was cool. That's 100% false, and they would have to prove that. That didn't happen.
It's only right?
That didn't happen.
Ask for proof. It's only right.
I didn't talk to nobody.
Right.
I didn't talk to nobody. Not one person. So, now I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I got a call from Facts the day of and said, yo, it's a rumor going around that Hustle's gonna be on your card, and y'all can ask him. It was literally hours before the shit, and ask Facts what I told him.
So that's battle.
They would never do that.
That's Battle Facts. Like, we all know Battle Facts is here.
Now,
we all know Battle Facts is here for the mess. So, and we all know Eazy the Black Captain is cool with Battle Facts. So Battle Facts is just doing his due diligence as a friend to give Eazy all of the information that he needs to speak about this Miss Hustle situation. He's also putting in he's putting the narrative out there that, bro, like, do you know that Miss Hustle's going to be on there? Just putting it out there just to kind of, I'm not going to say he's going to start the turmoil, but he's just putting his man on. But we all know how that can go when you call somebody up and you be like, yo, dude, such and such is such. We don't do that as men, but being at Facts is cool with him. It's hard to differentiate whether it's from genuinity or it's from just him trying to be chatty patty.
Could I did my due diligence and text the nigga right then and there? I should have. But to me, it just didn't make sense. It didn't make sense to me. I'm like, why would they do that? So no, I didn't check in because I automatically assumed that nobody would do that. I asked yourself, so I asked y'all if the New Jersey Twerk and Eazy battle was scheduled on the original time on the Trenches or Chrome event. Ask yourself this, a rhetorical question. Do y'all think Hustle or the Sassy Commander is going to be on my card? Ask yourself that. If the Eazy the Black Captain versus Twerk was on a Chrome or Trenches card, do y'all think either one of them would have been on my card?
I have to say this. That's a fact, right? So let's say we all know that Eazy originally wanted to do the Twerk battle on his card, right? So Twerk didn't want to do it for whatever reasons, right? I guess because of the URL TV and the Eazy situation that went down in the past. So Twerk probably didn't want to do it, right? So, all right, cool. So let's say they find a mutual league where both of them can partake in and battle on. Being that was solidified, the rules don't change as far as like Eazy's relationship between Miss Hustle and J2. So he has a point in this case. He has a point. You think that if I was to have the Twerk battle on my card on the Trenches, you think that I would have Miss Hustle and J2 on the card? No. So in negotiations, since I'm agreeing to battle on your league, these are my terms. And if not, you don't have to book me. So he has a valid point on that end.
Just ask yourself that. I think the whole culture knows that. The whole culture would tell you No, the whole culture would tell you that. You know what I'm saying? Like that. So, you know what I mean? Now, I'm not gonna lie, I spoke to them and they said that, and he said that he didn't know that the situation was serious like that. Now, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like that the situation is a little more bigger and it's, you know what I mean, that people supposed to know. But let's say that he didn't. I'm not going to say that he lying. I feel like that as a league owner, you got to do your due diligence, right?
Facts.
So
He
when
has
I
a
seen
point.
it, I text him. I said, "Yo, call me." You know what I'm saying, like that. And before I even got to him, the sassy commander photo dropped. That's what I was really mad at. Like, what?
Him referring to this dude as sassy commander is diabolical,
I'm
bro.
like,
Like, easy, you
huh?
gotta
I'm like,
stop,
so
bro.
now I'm just gonna tell y'all what I told them. I said, now.
Hold on, hold on. I got some more, guys. I got some more. Just give me a minute. All right, where am I going? Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. My bad. I got more clips for you guys. Let's look for the second clip. All right, here we go. Here we go. Let's get
The
it.
business side is this.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, you. The business side is this. I try not to even have bullshit at my events. Why would I put you as a league owner in another situation that can maybe possibly go left at your event?
So hold on. So all right. So we got Easy side of the story. He acknowledged the fact that he had beef with Miss Hustle. He acknowledged the situation that he had with J2. So he understands that there's turmoil between those two, and he is not denying that he didn't get them off the card. All right. So now he's about to go into the business aspect of it, and I feel like he has a point on that last part. So let's see if he has a point on this part, because for the most part, I'm siding with Easy a little bit, and I'm gonna explain why.
Don't do that. So I'm letting you know, like, yo, these two people on the card may go left. You shouldn't have me. And if you would have spoke to me about who was on the card, I would have previously told you that, so you wouldn't even have called them. I talked to Loso. I called Loso yesterday to apologize, just in case if it was going around that it was my fault. He told me the battle ain't get locked into a week and a half ago.
All right, so that was an honorable thing that Easy did. So that, and I also want to salute him on that, because and during this whole time, the only people who's kind of like casualties of war is someone who you consider a Loso and a Saga, who has nothing to do with either sides having that beef. They just, a casualty because of the fact that they beefing with those two individuals that they have to battle, and now they lose out on the opportunity to get money. So he took it upon himself to call Loso, which is an honorable thing to do. Saga is still battling on the card, so he's gonna get his money either way. So that was pretty much pretty honorable, Easy. So I gotta side with him on that as well.
Loso, the one that she was battling, told me that the battle didn't get locked in till a week and a half ago. So now everybody's story is messed up. Did the battle just get locked in? Did I talk to somebody 2 months ago? Did I say somebody could be on the card? Everybody's just like, yo, bro, like, what's up? You know what I'm saying? You know I was about to check people, like, just as big, like, yo, you know what? I'm just letting y'all know that's on me. And I had to call Loso, because me and Loso got a nice rapport out of here. So I called Loso to be like, yo, listen, if you felt like it's on me, I just wanted to be like, I owe you an explanation. And Loso said, no, I understand. If it was me, I would have did the same thing. Plus, I didn't care because the battle just got locked in a week and a half ago. When he said that, I'm like, oh, that made me change my whole stance. I said, okay. So now it's like, why wasn't I called? Why wasn't I called? Why wasn't I called about that battle happening? Because I would have
And that's
let people
true.
know on the other side that it's a lot of history that if you don't know, go check it.
TBL has to have to take some accountability on this. They have to do their due diligence and find out who has beef, who's in certain situations, so that way they can secure the bag on their behalf. That's a fact. I got to give them that.
Says shit like that. She says shit like that, and it be all over the place. The thing about the sassy commander is I don't even know why we allow him in this culture. He was supposed to bring a whole nother genre in here with the LG. The nigga not even popular there. The nigga still getting regular views. I'm more popular in this nigga culture than the fucking, like, what does he do for the fucking battle rap culture but be bad for it?
Right.
Like, what do we do?
Right.
Nigga don't even got niggas. His people don't even go support him. Like,
Right.
come on, bro. What is we allowing, bull, the sassy commander, bull, to really be here for? What does he do? He don't do nothing for the culture. He don't do nothing for the culture. He don't build the culture. He don't uplift the culture. He sprays all of the homophobic shit around the culture. He forces that joy. He say the most gayest shit to people. You know what I'm saying? Like that. And we just be letting him slide. He don't bring nothing to the culture. He don't got no million view battles. He ain't bring no sponsor. He don't run no league. He don't do nothing but talk crazy to vets and top tiers that really got a stamp in this fucking culture. And we just allow it. Because he's in that type of cloth that we don't.
I'm not gonna lie, Eazy might be cooking right now.
So
he might be cooking right now.
What we say, he will never get no burn with us over here, bro. And if that's a situation where y'all is mad at me about that, I will gratefully take it.
Right.
I will gratefully take it. I'm cool with. I am okay. 100% we're okay with. That nigga don't eat where I eat at. He's never eaten where I eat at. The nigga just told me, because let me tell you how screwed people is. You done talk crazy about me for 2 years straight.
And that's the Hurricane Dude situation.
For talking crazy about me, then talk even more crazy. That's my dead mom, because you is mad because you was talking. You will never eat with me.
Right.
Ever. And at that point, nigga, I will stop any type of bread, nigga.
Right. So, and that's where the lines get crossed and the lines get misconstrued. Once you open that line of disrespect, it's no turning back from that. So you can't say things like F your dead mom. That's crazy. That's nasty work out here. And then try to, you throwing rocks in your hands makes it basically saying Eazy is a B for stopping your bread. But at this point, bro, you violated at the highest level. You shouldn't even expect to get bread with that man. What happened was you underestimated him, and now you think that you get caught by surprise, and now it's all you want to play victim. You can't do that, man. You guys got to keep battle rap, bro. And the personal stuff has to stay out of this battle rap culture because situations like this. And now Eazy don't know whether you want to battle rap or you want or if it's beef. So guess what? He's doing the right thing for him. I gotta side with him on that, man.
That's a fact. That's a fact. Talking about I took money out people's pockets. When is common sense going to be common sense? You don't think by saying that I'm a domestic, I got no charges about domestic. That I'm putting hands on. You don't think that I'm in an atmosphere that I move with directors and producers and all of that. You don't think people see certain shit like that. Y'all don't think y'all took money out my pocket when y'all niggas was trolling me for 2 years? When every time something happens, y'all want to go viral. You don't think that I lost shit? Y'all don't think that not the little $600 checks that y'all niggas getting to pay your phone bill? I'm not talking about those checks. I'm talking about 6-figure checks, 5-figure checks.
And we all know Eazy known for, doing the movie with Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. There's a series. That kind of jumped off his career. He's basically, elaborating on that aspect of the opportunities that you get and how maybe a couple of bags was stopped because of his domestic violence situation, which people exposed on the internet, bringing his personal life, which was alleged. He never got convicted of any of these things. So this is where if it's up and it's stuck there. So J2, you gotta pick a side, bro. You gotta pick a side.
Real money. Real money. I don't want to hear about no $600 because you wanted to be in a stage with a nigga who you don't like. If that, where is the mental at? I'm from an era where if we don't like you, we don't want to be around you.
Facts.
That's the era where we from. If you know how many times we can pull up to battle rap events, if we don't like you and we there, we don't even come. Not because we gangster, we too tough. We don't even want that atmosphere. We go ahead and have y'all moment. We don't. For what? What are we going there for? Because the only reason why we would go to a place where we don't like it, nigga, is to start shit. Am I lying?
Facts. Right.
What am I going there for?
Right. And I'm gonna play this last video, but before I play this last video and get up out of here, I want to elaborate on this point. He's right. Right. So he has a valid reason, and I never realized how valid this reason was until he elaborated on it. And I apologize to you, Eazy, because I kind of looked at it in a different light, as if you were trying to take money out of their pockets, and it's not that serious. But now that you spoke, I apologize, and I want to tip my hat off to you, because you making the right decision, my boy, and it's true. Like, what are we gonna do once you say "F my dead mom"? Once you told Skull you're gonna put your penis down his mouth when you see him, that level of disrespect is only grounds for one thing, and that's violence, bro. When I see you, it's disrespectful. So what really is gonna happen when y'all in the same building? Eazy is right. Y'all gonna just stare at each other and be like, "Oh." And then once that's over, you're gonna call, like Eazy said, you're gonna call him soft because nothing happened. No, he'd rather stop your bread, hit you where it hurts at, respectfully, and keep on moving about your business, bro. So I gotta side with Eazy. Now we're gonna play this last video, and then we're gonna get up out of here, man. All right, where we at? Where that? It's the last one, and we out. Before I close this thing out, click that like, click that comment, subscribe button, click the notification bell. Y'all know what to do, man.
Artists, right?
All right,
Tell
let's
y'all
get
what
it.
I told them. I said, now, to me, it's looking like a lineup. To me, I don't know how niggas is taking it over how to me as the artist, right? The battle that is the main event. Now it's looking like a lineup. Now it look like all of the niggas that you know don't bang with me. Y'all about to put them in the same building. That, like, nobody did no homework over there. Is either two things. It's either niggas really didn't know, or somebody is playing behind the scenes. It's because that's the only way I can see it. You know what I'm saying? Like that. So yes, I hit him, and respectfully, I wasn't, as far as the sassy commander, I told him, I'm just like, yo, he be talking so crazy that I don't even know why he thinks that it's possible that he can get some bread with us. In the way that he talks, mind you, right? He would never get a name here, ever. But we allowed this sassy commander dude to say a lot of things that we wouldn't let regular people say.
Facts.
And as the culture, that's something that y'all gotta tighten up on, because anybody else, he would be out of here, bro. Like, he's allowed to tell me, first of all, how you mad at me, right? The sassy commander bull. How you mad at me for talking everything you talked about me and then want to get money with me? Do that even make any sense? You want to be on a big card? Do that? To me, I'm actually appalled that niggas thought that was actually cool. When you get a call and say Eazy and Twerk is headlining, you know we don't bang with you. You done said too much thing. For you to even say, yeah, I feel like you disrespecting them. Now, what, you gonna be in the building and stare at me or something? Like, come on,
That's
that
a
don't
fact,
even make
bro.
no sense.
All right,
Like,
guys. I'm gonna end that video right there, and it's clear, right? Eazy is not denying that he got them kicked off the card, and I'm happy that he's being honest, because it stops all of the narratives and the he say she say and the gossip, and he has a valid explanation. I think that this is something that any righteous man would do. I don't think that he's out of line at all. And at first I thought it was a situation where he could have got over and let them get some bread, but now that I see the severity of the situation, and when you got beef, this is what you gotta deal with. So yeah, guys, you're now tuned in to Convos in the Cave. Like, comment, subscribe. Hit me up in the comments. Let me know whose side are you really on, and if Eazy was right. And talk to me. I'll talk back in the comments, man. We out of here. Convos in the Cave, man. Peace.